What makes America special is the idea that we're the one place on earth where it doesn't matter what your religion is, what your race is, what your ethnic group is. This should be home and freedom. That's why this election is important. Please register and get out to vote. And let's restore America to what it's supposed to be.
In the midterm elections, we elect the House of Representatives. In a sense, that's the most important. Our forefathers, or the writers of the Constitution, wanted one branch of government to be able to respond fairly quickly to changes in the population, and that's the House of Representatives every 2 years. The Senate is designed to be more stable, so 1/3 of the Senate is being elected this year, including here in Ohio. We have a senatorial race.
Tilt the balance of the controlling party in Congress, and it's often a referendum, or perceived as a referendum, on the president. So presidents usually see their own party losing seats in Congress during the midterms, and this could affect the rest of his presidency.
We're electing a lot of the people that do government functions outside of just the president. A lot of the stuff that impacts our day-to-day lives happens lower than the offices that we tend to pay attention to. So like state senators, state representatives, local elected officials, city council people.
All elections are important. Midterms are generally when you see a significant drop-off in young voters, and so you want to keep them level. You want to show that it's important to vote in presidential years, it's important to vote in midterms, it's important to vote in off-year elections as well. You want to hammer that point home, especially in this district. We have very, very low turnout, and I would hate to see that happen in this election.
This isn't about me. I'm 75. I'm rounding third and heading for home. You guys, this is the country you're going to inherit. And you have to ask the question whether you really believe in America.
These things actually affect our lives. The presidential election, like everyone talks about, is important. But the things that affect what we pay on our interest rates for our student loans, our job prospects for the year, what money goes to our education budget, are all decided by people that are elected during the midterms. So if we don't get out and vote in the midterms, our voices aren't heard and our lives are affected.
And if you want government to reflect your values, your policies, the best way to do that is by electing people that are as close to your values and as close to your preferred policies as possible. If you don't do that, then somebody else will, and they'll reflect their preferences, not yours.
You can't change the process unless you're part of it. That means voting, that means being informed, making informed decisions, making sure others are out there voting as well. Nothing is sadder than hearing someone complain about the process or where we're at in the system, and then hearing that they didn't vote or they don't vote.
You have to do it. It's not, gee, it'd be nice if you did. No. Look at what's happening at the Supreme Court. Look at what's happening to women. Look at what's happening to minorities. If you don't see how this affects you, like right now, are you gonna be able to afford health insurance? What if you weren't born rich? What if you don't come from wealthy homes? How are you gonna make it? And if you were born wealthy, do you think you're going to have a better life than your parents had? No, this could be the first generation that doesn't do as economically as well as their parents did. These issues are critical to you. So this is self-preservation. One, think of the country, and two, think of self-preservation. You got to get out there and vote.